What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Task Force Z, issue number 9. This one's written by Matthew Rosenberg, and the art and all that is done by Eddie Barrows, Aber Ferreira, Adriano Lucas on the colors, and a whole other bunch of credits, which you can see listed in the top right corner of your screen right now. Wherever you're watching this, like on your computer, or if you're on the toilet or something watching it, there you go, there's the credit. But anyways, so this one takes place after the events of the previous issue, obviously, because Task Force Z, it's just like here, and then because the last issue we had that really strong issue. Come to think of it, I really liked the previous issue quite a bit. I was kind of losing interest in this title. Then that previous issue happened with various members of the Bat family kind of showing up, and just seeing them all like play off each other, I thought was a lot of fun. Here's we open up with Jason confronted by Stephanie, who was the only one really not... Well, I mean, there's other members of the Bat family that weren't there, but Stephanie wasn't there, and she's the one who kind of confronts Jason about this whole situation right here. As she looks out with them, she shows a bit of compassion and kindness, because, like, Jason's a friend, obviously. So she's a little bit worried about him. She gives him a hint about, like, the whole power situation, and Mr. Bloom, like, hey, I noticed some shady stuff here, but you didn't hear it from me kind of deal. But she also mentions that you really have to... You're messing up quite a bit with this one, Jason. You have to do something now, or you're forever going to burn a bunch of bridges that you can't fix, like, despite your history. So I like the interactions between the two. I thought that was quite good. We also had Mr. Bloom doing his thing with Kirk Langstrom and everyone at the whole, like, Powers International headquarters. We even get teases of Derek Powers, who, if you watch Batman Beyond, is Blight, the character. So I liked kind of teasing elements of that and playing in with, like, some of that stuff. So Task Force Z does their thing. They come face to face with Sundowner. They pretty much kill her off, and then, like, they have to utilize the Lazarus Resin that's within her body and stuff later on. Like I said, they're pretty much, like, running low on resources. They're pretty much at their wits' end at this point with this storyline. They even have to, like, set up shop at a Black Mask location, and they even sick Bane on him at one point so he can lower the rent. So I thought that was kind of funny. And, yeah, like I said, they just kind of have to utilize this stuff. Mr. Bloom's off doing his thing. The Powers Company is just kind of losing their patience with him. And then there's something involving Bane at the end of this thing, which I'm still wondering what's going on between the continuity with this and that whole Joker book. Like, is that the same Bane? Like, did Bane really die? Like, it's never fully explained what's going on between the two titles. Like, I'm like, they're supposed to be in the same continuity, right? So what's going on with that? You know what I mean? Like, there's just some confusing bits. I think once we get through Dark Crisis, because that's set in the near future, then things will become a little bit more clear in terms of continuity, where things are set and stuff. But, I mean, we'll just have to kind of wait and see when it comes to that stuff. But anyways, Task Force Z number 9, I didn't like it as much as issue number 8. There's a lot of moving pieces in this thing. There's some good stuff in here. I like the exchange between Steph and Jason. I thought that was a good moment right there, showcasing their friendship, but also kind of showing how Jason's kind of like slipping with literally everyone around him. It's really added the stakes. Jason's even questioning himself. Like, this is just kind of a really screwed up situation, and he's doing what he can to try and please everybody and, like, find the best possible outcome for, like, all parties kind of involved. But he's in a little bit over his head, and I think he's really kind of come to realize that, like, if I don't get this thing done fast, then it's just going to cost me everything. So I like that aspect. It adds some stakes to the story. Although, like, the whole Lazarus Resin thing, I still think isn't, like, the best idea, having, like, zombie Suicide Squad. But now that they're kind of running low on resin, it's getting to the point where it's like, it's just not going to help anymore. So we'll see how this thing ends. I think there's only 3 issues left with this book. I am excited to see how it concludes. I wonder what's going to happen next for Jason Todd. I think October is when we'll really start to see how things shift a little bit, because this is basically Jason Todd's solo book. Damian's solo book is ending in August, although that's going to be moving right into the Batman vs. Robin thing. I wonder what's going to happen next for Jason. I think I can see a little relaunch with the whole Red Hood thing. I think that would be something pretty cool to see. Obviously, we still got Batgirls. Nightwing's not going to go anywhere. And there's that Tim Drake Robin book, too. So Jason's direction after Task Force Z, it's going to be a little bit up in the air. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, what are your thoughts on this issue? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up in terms of comic book reviews for today. I covered 5 So like that was quite a bit, but I'm glad that I got those out of the way, and then we can just, you know, put those to the side and wait to see what comes out next week. So anyways, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.